And we're back in the attic.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, great. Do you guys all know that voice? That's Danny Mon.
This is the only current regular that we have left. They're all dropping like flies.
Yeah. Tim Sandy went off and decided to have a baby.
Yes, Jack. We won't let the. Oh, you already said the last name, but it's Jack Reed Sandy.
They didn't know Sandy was his last name.
Yeah, you did. You said Sandy's baby.
Yeah. But people didn't know Sandy's last name was Sandy.
I think we've given up too much information.
No.
If you want to know his social security number, contact me at atticpodcast@yahoo.com.
If you want to send Sandy's or Jack any clothes and such, do let us know. Hey, did you see we got some comments this week. Did you see any of them?
I saw, what was it, old guy?
No. We got some new ones.
On the Podbean?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, let me pull them up real quick. They're fucking... Right. No, not on Podbean. On YouTube. YouTube. They're fucking hilarious.
Okay. Well, since it's a tight light crew and me and Kimball only watch a bunch of cartoons, we're going to talk about the comments. And then we're going to get into Superman vs. the Elite, DC Animated's new movie that came out, which was actually pretty good. Kimball fell asleep during parts of it, but...
That just proves how good it is.
Yeah, don't hate the movie for that. He was just tired, allegedly. I loved it. It was awesome. But we'll get more in depth to it. And also, we'll be discussing Legend of Korra, the episode before the hour finale coming up this coming weekend, which will be awesome.
All right, so we have an avatar, Twas Cheesy.
Twas Cheesy?
Twas Cheesy. Oh, that's not the one.
That's a weird... That's a weird name.
I know, right? All right. He goes, I watch and listen to all these podcasts religiously in my basement. I have Magic the Gathering wallpaper, and on my floor is littered with Dungeons & Dragons manuals.
Oh, well, give me a manual, because I wanted to start trying to play D&D, so send the beginner's guide to D&D my way.
I am also a proud owner of an array of limited edition Lord of the Ring figurines, which I enjoy frolicking in my miniature size Mordor.
Why would you put them in Mordor? That is hurtful to those toys, having them go through Mordor. It'd be better if they were frolicking through the Shire. It'd be nicer for them. Mordor's a dirty, dirty place.
Outside in the real world, I am known as the Pussy Destroyer. Only the soothing sound of Star Wars fan...
Is this the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only the soothing sound of Star Wars fan fiction, audiobooks allow me to sleep peacefully
fan fiction would have been
night.
Better. If you could find fan fiction audiobooks, I'll listen to that.
He did Star Wars fan fiction. That's what he said.
No, but audiobooks?
Yeah.
There's Star Wars fan fiction audiobooks?
I guess so.
Okay. Well, the world is a crazy place.
You can email Avatar Twas Cheesy. If you want.
Twas Cheesy.
Twas.
Yeah. No, I'd just like to thank you for a comment, because that was probably funnier than the entirety of this episode.
Yes, probably will be.
All right. Anybody else leave some comments? Or
Butthole. Dude.
No, our favorite over there. Why don't you tell us
fag stick butthole.
Yep. What great wisdom did he leave us?
He said Prometheus was a great movie. I hope there is a sequel. Or a prequel.
A sequel to the prequel?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's what it would be.
He also says, I like facial hair too. I tried to grow some mutton chops, but only grew on one side.
That'd be like half a beard. That'd be cool. Well, keep trying. Facial hair, it grows eventually.
It could happen.
All right. Well, thank you for the comments, everybody. We really enjoy them, because you just took up 5 minutes of this podcast, so that's something for you. All right, so let's get into the thing everybody loves talking about. No new Young Justice this week, though. That didn't happen. They're on hiatus for a bit. But there was a new episode of Legend of Korra, I believe. What was the title of this episode? Do you remember?
Shit, I forget.
I don't know either. Something.
I don't know. I'll find it out for you.
I don't know. A lot of stuff happened. But, okay, in this episode, the Korra was rescued last episode from
Yeah, we didn't talk about last time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll talk a little about it. All right, so before that episode, we saw Korra was taken by Tarlok, who can bloodbend. So then when we catch up with Korra, she's under lock and key, and Tarlok's like...
Oh, the
got
Turing
her trapped.
Tides. That's what it was.
That's this one? All right, so
And then the week before was Out of This Past.
All right, so Out of This Past. So Korra is trapped in this...
Past.
Out of the Pest?
Yeah.
Pest? Out of the Past? Out of the Pest. What? Out of the Past. It says Out of the Past.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said Pest.
Past. What's the difference?
A pest is like a bug. The past is the past, as opposed to the future.
It's too hot up here.
Oh, it is kind of hot up here.
All right,
if you
so
must know. Yep. So in Out of the Past, Korra is wow, that was a weird sound. Korra was taken by Tarlok, who was a council member, and imprisoned up in the mountains, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
outside the city.
Outside the city. So she's stuck there, and while that's going on, Tenzin, Bolin, Mako, Asami, and Lin Beifong are all looking for her. So it's a pretty much a detective type thing. They're going through the town, and then they rescue a couple of Beifong's, Lin Beifong's, what do you call them? Other police officer metal benders.
Yeah.
And they find out they got their powers taken by Amon, so no powers anymore for them. So then they rescue them, and there's some good action as they escape from them and make it to the outside, and then they all find out, ooh, Tarlok's bad bloodbender guy. And so they pretty much try to take Tarlok down, and they fail because he's a bloodbender. So he bloodbends them all to sleep, and then runs away, finds Korra, and just as he's about to, I don't know what was he planning to do with Korra, really. I don't know.
And I don't think they really tell you what his plan was.
He was going to run away, use Korra as a hostage, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But while he's doing that, who should appear but Amon, who pretty much is pretty awesome, because as Tarlok's like trying to bloodbend him and stuff to keep him from moving, he just walks right through it. Like it's not, well, he's fighting against it, but he can fight against this bloodbending, which even like Korra can't. Except, and while this was going on, Korra's doing the flashbacks to
he was
the trials.
She was meditating.
Yeah, she was meditating, and then they did the flashbacks to the trials where Yakone was like a mobster type guy ruling the underground, and he could actually bloodbend outside the full moon. So we find out that Yakone's son is actually Tarlok. So there's that connection there.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then we also find out that a way you can counteract bloodbending is by going into the Avatar state, which an older Aang does, which you never saw the first Avatar series. But what did you think of the old crew we got to see there? There's Aang, which is the Avatar, and then there's Toph Beifong, who is Lin's mother, who's head of the police there. We got to see her. And then the guy in charge of the whole council trial thing, Sokka. So those are all from the original series. So we get to see them all grown up.
I mean, just from what I saw from that scene, without, like, I like Legend of Korra a lot more, I would think.
You can't really judge it at all because
I'm
they're
just
old
saying,
people.
I'm just saying.
They're the same characters, but they're like 40 years old.
I'm just saying, based upon what I've seen, I like the...
Well, I don't even think you can judge with that, all right?
I'm just saying, that's what... Judging on just that.
Well, you are wrong.
Why, do you like the other one better?
Well, I was actually talking about this with my brother, and we kind of agreed that this first season of Korra is better than the first season of Avatar, but I don't know if it's better than the whole series because there's a lot of standout episodes.
How many seasons was the...
3, with like about 22 each season, pretty much.
22? That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a long series.
Do you think this will go that long?
Right now they just have 13 this season and then 14 next season. So, I mean, it's been doing really good in the ratings. So who knows if they'll add more episodes or if we'll do another series with a different avatar, because they could keep it going for a while, or maybe do some flashbacks to the old crew kind of after when they're old, maybe.
I hope they go to 22 episodes.
What, for the next season?
Yeah.
Well, they won't go to 22 because it's already set 14. So maybe we'll get another season is what you should be hoping for.
All right.
Not more episodes.
I want more episodes.
Yeah, so
I want double episodes every week.
I don't think they'll do that. But
why not?
Next week you'll get
double
an hour-long
episodes.
Episode. It's television animation. They only do 22-minute episodes.
Yeah, but it could do 40.
Unless for the specials. They do the specials, which are cool. Because they're always huge action-packed set piece. All right, so then they rescue Korra and
Well, they didn't really rescue Korra.
Yeah, Korra escapes and Naga helps her out.
Yeah.
Polar bear dogs are good to have, people.
Yeah. Try to find one. Keep it.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth money someday.
Maybe. Only if it's as awesome as Naga. Because she's cool. All right, so then when she shows up, Mako's all like motherly to her and like it's like a mother hen almost, just like oh, and then he like pets her hair or whatever, pets her face. Oh, cool. And then Asami seeing that and she's all like, "What's going on?" Oh, and Asami also found out that Bolin and Korra kissed too, which she did not take it well.
Right.
Especially in coming up in the next episode where there's sort of a little friction in that relationship between Bolin and
well, she doesn't find out
Asami.
Until the next episode.
Mako. Yeah, that's what I said.
You can say that.
Yeah, I did.
All right, fine.
Well, we find out later on in the next episode where it's the friction in the relationship. I said Bolin accidentally.
Yeah, but you said,
Mako and Asami.
whatever.
That's just what I said, man.
All right, fine.
Okay. All right, which brings us to the Saturday's episode, which was that Something Turns? Name of that episode is
The Turning Tides.
The Turning Tides. Which, do you want to explain what happens at all?
No, you can do it.
No, I've talked myself out.
You talked yourself out?
Yeah. I want to see you try to explain this. All right. So he has no idea about the original Avatar series. So there are things he doesn't really understand, like the lineage of the Avatars, which I had to explain. Right. Which, now that I think about it, they haven't really explained like the whole Avatar thing that much in this series, except that the Avatar is like the big head honcho in the show. Pretty much everyone cares about what the Avatar is doing, but they haven't really explained how the Avatar reincarnation works and how they're like the living embodiment of sort of the spirit world, and they keep peace between the spirit world and the mortal world, I guess is what you call it. So they don't really explain that much.
No. So the episode starts off though with Korra all bruised and battered in bed.
Yep.
And what's his name? Mako.
Yeah, Mako.
Mako is taking care of her, and he goes back into the kitchen, gets some tea for Korra, and that causes a lot of friction with
especially
Asami.
Too because Asami saw him before that. She saw him like just watching over her while she slept. She slept.
Yeah,
I was watching that. So
there's a lot of that, and then like that episode when they jumped in the car together, he goes for the back seat.
Oh yeah, that one time he like held the door open.
Yeah. So that was like the first sign, I think,
inkling that
there's something up. Yeah. And then after that, so they fight a little bit, and then what happened after that?
Well, to pardon the expression, the S hits the fan, so to speak.
Oh, is that when the balloons start showing up?
Yeah, that's when. Well, first
the airships.
They call a meeting of the council members,
right?
And like one of the council members gets abducted, and then they try to abduct Tenzin.
That was awesome.
What, when Tenzin fights off his attackers? Yeah. We finally get to see Tenzin just open up with like his air bending, where he's just like sending people flying onto other roofs of houses and stuff, and like they try to like they throw like wire things around him pretty much almost. They try to tie him up, and he just like throws them around and spins them against the walls and stuff. So Tenzin's the only council member left right now.
Right.
At that point,
it was very cool. So then after that, he he
meets the chief of police.
Yeah, back at Air Temple Island.
No, not on Air Temple Island.
I thought she was on Air Temple Island.
What? No, she's not the chief of police anymore. Saikon is the chief of police. Lin Beifong retired, remember?
Oh, right.
And she's going rogue.
Right. So he goes in with the chief of police, and then they start discussing a plan, and he sends a message to the general?
Yeah, the general of the United People's Army.
I forget what he said. Yeah, it had some weird name.
It's not that weird.
It looks like the Coast Guard.
It's a cliched army name for people. I wouldn't call them the Coast Guard.
I don't know. They only had boats.
They had warships, man.
All right, warships, whatever.
Yeah.
So they did that. He contacted them. Then he ended up he ended up going back to Temple Island.
Yeah, first the headquarters of the police station is under attack, and like they start gassing everybody. So Tenzin makes like a gas bubble around him, so it gets everybody out of there. But as soon as they get out there, they meet the huge robo equalists.
Oh, the big
battle
daddies.
things. Yeah, they look like big daddies. Yeah, and they pretty much start capturing a bunch of people, and then Tenzin's fighting them off, but he's overwhelmed. And then who should appear but Team Avatar version 2 as they go off the jump and just land into two of the robots and just take them out. And
that was pretty cool, though. I like the way they did that.
Oh, yeah. The action scenes in the show are awesome.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, and then so everyone's fighting and stuff, and then Asami actually does some awesome moves, and like, because she can't bend, so she's just got this electric glove, and she's just doing martial arts and taking on these equalist guys and just electrocuting them. She takes on like 7 guys too.
Yeah, she's just like schooling them in their own art form.
Yeah, and then Tenzin gets freed because he was about to be captured. So.
Yeah, he helps out too.
Yeah,
towards the end of that fight.
Yep, so it's an awesome action scene.
Yeah, that's a very good scene. Yep. Probably my favorite during this episode.
That was a good one, but yeah, like you mentioned before, the first Tenzin battle by himself when he takes on the 4 guys was pretty sweet.
That was sweet. I like the one on Airbender Island too.
Yeah, that one's cool. So as that's going on, they see Airbender Island is under attack.
Yeah, they see an airship
by one airship, and then another airship shows up, and then basically the guys in charge of like protecting that area are fighting people off, and then they kind of get beat. So then Lin Bei Fong is the only one left, and she's like, we got about to get beat up too. And then Tenzin's kids show up and just like beat people up.
Yeah, they school them in airbending. Yeah, they just take them all out.
Milo does some of his fart bending again.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I was okay with it during this one.
The last fart bending thing that they did when they were doing like their like everybody hands in type thing, and then he just showed up and farted, that was kind of very childish. This one, it's funny. Farting is funny sometimes.
I like the way they did it. Then like when they like slowed it down in slow motion, he's got like a snot bubble coming out too.
Yeah, and he's just like just like knocking around like King Kong or something.
No, they didn't. I mean, I wouldn't say very tasteful, but it was good.
It was more tasteful than they have been.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep. And then they beat them all up, and then actually before that, Pema, Tenzin's wife starts to go into labor, and then what I thought was pretty funny is Milo's like, "Not now, baby. You can't come now." And then so then she's off there. So that's why the kids are left to their own devices and like start defending the city against everybody. But yeah, that was a pretty good action scene there. And then more airships start coming in, and it's a huge war. So pretty much they decide that Tenzin's like, I need to get my family out of here. And like Lin goes with them to protect them as they escape. And then Team Avatar, which is Korra, Bolin, Mako, and Asami go on Naga, who this time Naga can carry all 4 of them.
Yeah, the first, like, when I see him jump on there, I'm like, well, he couldn't carry him before. What's up now?
I think Naga's a girl.
All right, whatever. She can't carry him now.
Okay, yeah. I think it was more that Naga didn't want to have to carry them before, so this time she has to, so she can do it, but she didn't want to do it then when there wasn't need for it. But Naga has this awesome action piece there.
Yeah, that was wicked cool.
And the mustache dude shows up, and then Naga just swipes him out of the air, and he just goes flying off
down
the cliff.
Yeah, that was an awesome scene.
Yeah, yep. So then, but another cool part is, while that's going on, Lin and everyone else is escaping on one of the air bison, and then like, so they're starting the airship is catching them. So then she like throws out her metal bending, swings onto the ship, and then just like pretty much takes one ship down by just ripping apart the hull and stuff. And then she runs along, jumps on the other ship, and is about to take that one down, but then is captured by a couple of the Equalist guys. So
yeah.
So she buys enough time for Tenzin and his family to escape.
It was I thought it was very cool how she tore apart the ship. Yeah.
And it was also a nice moment where she like looks at the kids and the family, and even though like she used to be with Tenzin, she's still like, feels love for the family and still wants to protect them and get them to safety. Because as she mentions, they're the last of the airbenders.
Yeah.
So she sacrifices herself so they can escape, which we later find out that Amon takes her bending right at the end of the episode.
I know. It's so like devastating when he takes away one of someone's bending powers.
Yeah, it's pretty much like he's silencing and taking a part of people's life. Because we see it with the other guy in the pro bending, like when he gets taken, and then we see him later on. He pretty much like loses pretty much his will to live. He's like, "Hey, Korra."
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if we'll see Bayfon again.
I'm
assuming we will, but I wonder if she's gonna be like as doom and gloom as he was.
I think, but I don't know. She seems like a stronger character than that. What's his face?
I mean, she could always go Asami's route and just start using the electric glove.
Yeah, I mean, she's still probably got some martial arts moves even without the metal bending.
Yeah, I mean, they showed her like doing it a little bit.
Yeah,
but she was still steel. I mean, she was steel bending in at the same time, but she could probably get away with the glove for a little bit.
Yeah, the gloves, the electrical gloves, pretty good weapon to have. Yep. So then Korra and all her people are hiding in the sewers right now.
Did you think though that scene there when Amon takes her power away, it seemed kind of rushed though. The other one seemed a little bit more drawn out and stuff.
Well, he hasn't really taken too many people's powers. I mean, before when he takes
like 4 or 5, hasn't he?
Yeah, but when he takes Tarlox, he's fighting against the blood bending, so that's why it's a little longer. And then the first time he does take bending, like it's this big thing where it's like, oh, this guy took bending.
Yeah, but he did the first one on the stage. That was very long and drawn out. The one at the games was pretty long. At the
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
I thought that was.
I felt the same. I mean, there is at the end of the episode where he takes Lynn's bending, so they probably pressed for time.
It just seemed a little rush for as big of a deal as that is.
They go into slow motion, though.
Oh, that was an awesome slow motion.
She's just like, oh, no.
I love that it was raining during it. And
it's a sad place, Republic City now.
Yep.
But then at the end of the episode, we get a nice look at the commander of the United Armed Forces or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Who actually we find out is Zuko's son, Iroh, and it's the thing that kind of throws me for it. It's the same voice actor as Zuko, so it's like it's just a younger Zuko without a scar is what it looks like. But he's named after Iroh too, which is a good callback to fans of the original series because Iroh is definitely one of the standout characters in the original series. So it's gonna be cool to have Zuko's son teaming up with Korra and. They're going to try to take back Republic City coming up in the finale. I think
it's going to be a fantastic finale.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely they're going to pull out all the stops here. This is going to be action out the wazoo.
I think most episodes, except for like 1, maybe 2 there's always been like really good action in.
Yeah. And if it hasn't been like fighting in the streets, it's been the pro bending stuff.
Yeah.
But
I like that. I enjoy that quite a bit.
The pro bending?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good way to just like get all our characters together stuff and give them something to do and test out their skills.
Right.
So do you think we'll find out who Amon is though by the end of this first season?
I don't think they will. I don't think so.
Either they're gonna take back the city and we'll finish the Amon storyline and we'll realize there's a bigger threat besides Amon, or they'll get like Republic City, they'll lose and they'll have to just like fight outside of Republic City and there'll be like a huge war between like the Equalist base in Republic City and then the rest of the 4 nations maybe.
I mean, I don't know what could be bigger than Amon.
I don't know. There could be. Amon says he's tied to the spirit world, so perhaps the spirit world could send other people with him to help fight off the rest of the 4 nations. I mean, we could be dealing with a situation where it's, Republic City ends up being in the hands of the Equalists, and then this Equalist thing just spreads. So that could be a greater threat to not just one city, but to the entire world. So that would be a bigger threat if they did it that way.
Yeah, they could do that. But I think what they might do is like they're gonna have like the first episode's gonna be the beginning of the battle, and the second one's gonna be towards the end. But I don't think they're gonna finish it.
What? They're not gonna finish the battle?
I don't think so.
Well, in the first series, season 1, and actually almost every season they have ends sort of on a sour note to a degree, because the first season, one of the main characters had to like give up her spirit to help save like a moon spirit that's destroyed.
See, they don't talk about any like these spirits.
Yeah. Well, I think that's that's a choice that they've made consciously, because the whole world is so mechanized and stuff right now. So they're trying to show like the difference between like spirit, which is all nature and stuff, and then like this rising industrialization.
See, that's part of the reason why I don't think I would like the first one nowhere near as much, is because
no cars.
The cars, but just like the rising, mechanization, like what you said.
What, you like that?
Yeah.
You're missing the point of the show.
I like it a lot.
The show is about spirituality and nature.
Nah, the point of the show is
awesome technology,
jumping cars off of ramps and stuff.
Yeah, well, there's a flying bison. There's a flying bison in the original series, so
I do like the flying bison.
And they do invent airships in the first series too.
Oh, really? That must have been like way ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was. Sokka actually was the one who helped invent it.
It was like the fucking Wright brothers.
Yeah, it was a little bit. People were blown away by it.
Did they have like the same thing and only flew for like 10 feet and then crashed?
No, it flew for a lot, and then they just start bombarding towns and killing thousands.
Did they go into detail on how they got it to fly?
Yeah, like the whole episode is pretty much how
they do
it. Like took a balloon and then they lit something on fire under it and it filled up the balloon.
See, all right, so it's more or less similar to a blimp setup or a hot air.
It is a blimp. It's a hot air balloon. Yeah.
I didn't understand then when Chief Bayfon, when she ripped it open, how come like Russia air didn't come out and it started sinking?
Well, because that's an airship, so it's got air in there. But it's not. It did start to go down once it was ripped open.
Yeah, but
it's not like they keep the air. It's not like they keep the air in one huge thing. There's multiple.
Dude, she tore like the whole fucking top off.
Yeah, but there's multiple balloons in it though, man. It's not just one balloon.
I don't know.
You don't want it to go up like the Hindenburg.
I expected her to rip it open and gush of air come out and it slowly start to
blow up like the Hindenburg.
Not blow up, but I expected it to start sinking.
Well, it did start sinking.
Yeah, after like some explosion went off inside.
Yeah, that's the air going off, man.
No, it's not the air going off.
Yeah, the sparks of the iron getting ripped apart.
So do you think the series suffers because it's not as spiritual as the first one?
No, I don't think it suffers at all, because like I was saying, it's a conscious decision to make the show more set in a modern setting that appeals more to modern sensibilities of technology and the influence of technology in the world.
Did they gain more of a fan base on Legend of Korra? I mean, I'm assuming all the the Last Airbenders continued on to Legend of Korra, but did they gain more because?
Yeah, there is more viewers, but there's also more time has elapsed. Like there's such a fandom around the first series that those people show it to their friends and their friends show it to their friends, and then they're now there's a new series. Check it out.
Why didn't you show it to your friends?
I did show it to my friends.
You did?
Most of them didn't care.
I don't remember you showing us.
I always say, dude, check out Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's one of the best cartoons ever.
I don't listen to anything you say.
No one listens to anything I say because nobody wants to watch Superman vs. the Elite, which was a lovely movie, but we're not getting into that yet.
We're not going to get into it yet?
Not yet, because we're still talking about Korra. So you definitely don't think we're going to find out who Amon is?
I don't think so.
Series? I think we might.
I think they might just, like, they're going to show him, like, lifting his mask off, and then they cut to the black and just wait until next season.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I think they're going to do something like that.
I think they're going to rip it off. We're going to see who it is.
On the first or second episode?
Oh, definitely in the finale. The last episode.
The last one?
Yeah. We're going to find out who it is, and then
Who do you think it is?
I have no idea. I think it's like... Because
I thought it could have been...
I don't know who it could be.
Tarlock, but before that, all that shit went...
Cone.
Yeah, before all that went down.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like his son anymore now that... I mean, Akon's bending got taken away.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like out for revenge now, taking everyone's bending.
Maybe.
Yeah, but who knows? Or it could be some tie in to Zuko, maybe. I don't know. He was a firebender in the last series, so they haven't really given us a lot to like realize who the mystery is. But I think once we find out who it is, it's gonna tie in somewhat to either like the past Avatar series or in some way to someone we already know.
I think it'll definitely probably tie into the past Avatar series.
Either that or it'll tie into Spirit World somehow, because we haven't seen like any Spirit World at all in this series. All right. But so all in all, pretty good episode though.
Yeah, I mean, I think both episodes were absolutely fantastic.
Yep. That
I know I say that every week. I really do, but I think it's a fantastic series.
Yeah, they up the ante with the action. They up it with the characters and how they interact and stuff. And you care about these characters. You know
who we didn't talk about? We see Asami's father again.
Oh, yep. Hiroshi Sato's over there.
Yep.
Hanging out with Amon
in the airship.
Yep. Which makes sense because he would be in charge of the airship.
He probably made him or built him, right?
Yeah,
because he made the big daddies.
The mech suits.
The mech suits.
The what are they called? I don't know. I was gonna say some Japanese.
But it's interesting because he says he's upset seeing Asami fight alongside.
Yeah, a bunch of benders.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he keeps the picture of his family, his wife, and Asami as a child, and then him. So he's doing it for what he feels are good reasons, but from our perspective, he's a bad guy. Mm. And then we don't really know enough about Amon. I mean, we do know that city was a mess. There was a lot of gangsters, and they were totally ruled by the benders. And like even on the council, there were so many benders there that they definitely didn't have a say. But these are kind of drastic measures to be taken against people like taking.
It's interesting the twist that got made because like at the very beginning of like being the equalist, oh, Shelby's pissed.
The dogs are angry.
At the beginning, though, I felt like Shelby.
Pause.
It's fine. At the beginning of it, or maybe not. I'm just gonna. All right, hold on. I have to take care of this. And we're back.
Hi. The dog has been put down.
What? No, she got fed.
She's dead.
Yeah, she is.
I murdered her.
No, what I was saying, though, is that the equalists at the beginning seemed like, the good guys, kind of.
Yeah, they just misunderstood the freedom fighters, if you will.
Right, and then, they kind of, I think they stayed okay in my book until, they reached a certain point, especially now that they're killing, all the council members and stuff. They're not killing, but they captured.
Yeah, they haven't really killed anybody. They're just taking.
It's more or less killing them when you take away their bending power.
It kills a part of them. It doesn't kill them. But yeah, this show is definitely really good. Yeah. I think we can all say that.
Fantastic.
All right. Which
unlike
what?
Superman versus the Elite,
which was even better. Wasn't it? It was awesome.
No.
It was the best. You fell asleep during part of it, but basically, all right. So Superman versus the Elite is Superman is around, and then these guys show up, the Elite, and they're using methods like killing the criminals and stuff and the terrorists, and then Superman and the public supports these guys, the Elite. So Superman starts to wonder if what he stands for is still worth it.
Important thing, Superman, takes care of the bad guys, but typically they break back out of the prison.
Well, yeah, sometimes people have been broken up. People have been broken up before. They even showed at the beginning where this one guy, Dr. Light, is broken out of prison, and he's just laying waste and killing people. And there's the two nations are about to go to war in this Bialya and Polistan or something. I don't know. It's some made-up country.
Yeah.
But, yep. That's how the show goes. So what do you think of it?
I didn't care for it.
Yeah. Why? What didn't you like about it?
I mean, it was okay, I guess.
You weren't unnerved when there's this point in the movie where Superman tries to stop these guys from doing it, so then he pretty much fakes his own death and then comes back and he's acting all like the Elite were and just supposedly killing all the people. That didn't unnerve you to see the paragon of truth, justice, and the American way turning bad and just becoming the judge, jury, and executioner. That
No,
didn't sell you.
that part, that whole setup was pretty interesting. The way that went down.
Yeah. He showed the public what would happen if Superman went bad, and that's
Right.
exactly what makes Superman such a special superhero. Not only is he the first, but he has all this power and stuff, and yet he has such a compassion to do good and help people.
Right.
And he'll never use his powers for bad.
I mean, that was like the only good part in the movie, though, I'd say.
Oh no, not the part where he pretty much single-handedly stops the two countries from fighting, and he's just taking down all the huge jets. That was pretty awesome. That was a standout action scene. Like, the action in this movie was pretty awesome.
I don't think that was the standout action scene. I think it was at the end.
Yeah, the end was definitely good too. But oh no, the standout action scene is when he's taking down like the 7 jets and just takes all the pilots out, and he just like breaks missiles in half and shooting them down.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, but I don't like the art. I didn't particularly care for the way Superman looked in this movie.
You didn't care for the entire art style, probably then, right? Too.
No, I mean,
it's very anime influenced, the art style.
I mean, I don't know. He seemed very non-traditional Superman to me.
Well, I don't know how many Supermans you've seen. He didn't look like Christopher Reeves, yes, but he shared a lot of semblance with the Superman, the animated series Superman. He looked very similar to that. I got a very Superman animated series vibe out of it. Like, it was like Bruce Timm style mixed with European anime.
I don't know. I didn't like the way he looked. I didn't like the way some of his, like, the way he acted in certain parts.
Like, which parts? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, I can't give you a specific example because I probably fell asleep during that part.
So you don't have any examples, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
So basically, Kimball barely watched it. So
no, I mean,
I'm just gonna tell what I liked on it. How about this?
All right,
I love the Superman and Lois relationship. That was really good because they made Lois such a strong and intelligent character.
All right, I'll give you that one. That is good.
And they showed the relationship they had there, and
that's not too bad.
That was one of the best Lois and Clark relationships I've seen and read. Like, it was really good, and showed like you ever seen what is it, Kill Bill?
Yeah.
At the end, he's talking about like how Superman is the only superhero whose secret identity is actually the mask for the world, and that what he truly is the huge Superman persona. That's his real persona, and he uses Clark as the mask.
Yeah.
Like, he's talking about that. Like, I think this movie shows how that, like, the ideology of what Superman is wrong, because Superman is the kid from a small town who is raised by good parents and is constantly like the shows the best of what people in America is, and he's not like this super powerful god from Krypton. He's just a small town regular guy who's just trying to do the best he can.
You think that movie gave all that away?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Oh, there's you probably fell asleep during this, but there's a scene between Pac and
I saw that scene.
And Clark, and he's just talking about, you know, what it truly is to be America, and Superman's constantly when he's Clark, he's talking about like the role of Superman, but it's from the perspective of Clark. And when Clark is with Lois, when they're most themselves is when he's just Clark, as opposed to the persona of Superman. Because when he's Superman, he always has to, you know, projectify like goodness and humanity, and he can't show any of the doubts he has. But when he's with Lois, when he's just regular Clark, you see the doubts that he has about his thought process and how basically his code of honor. Like, you see the inside of it when he's Clark.
I don't think there's that big of a difference between when he's Clark and Superman.
Well, Clark is kind of bumbling, slouching guy, but
I think he shared his doubts. Like, when he was Superman, he was telling the elite, like, you guys are not doing it right. You're not, this is not right.
Yeah, but he never says to the elite, maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Maybe I'm the one out of touch. But he does with Lois.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he does do that, but
he does it when he's Superman too. But
yeah.
But with Lois, he's able to be himself. Which
but
is Clark.
that's like with anyone though.
Yeah, but when I'm
clearly you're not going to tell like the person who you think is doing something wrong that you're like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. You tell like someone else, a third party about something.
Yes, but what I'm just saying that I just really wanted this as a choice to dispute the end of
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Why, you don't like the end of Kill Bill?
No, I just disagree on his assessment that Clark is the mask. 'Cause I don't believe that. I feel like Clark he's a lonely person, and you see the loneliness when he's Clark as opposed to when he's adored as Superman.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's why that it's not entirely true that Clark is his real self, because his real self is in between Superman and Clark.
I think it depends though, like in Kill Bill, it depends on like in this movie he had Lois Lane. Typically, a lot of times he doesn't have Lois Lane. He's like chasing Lois Lane.
Yeah. So he's always relegated when Lois doesn't see him.
Right. But I feel like it's just her. Like when he has her in his life, he's better. Yes,
definitely.
But he's not as doom and gloom without I think that's what they're trying to use in Kill Bill, like that.
Well, the basic thing they're getting at Kill Bill is that Superman's the only one who's he tries to pretend to be Clark, but he's really Superman. That's the point of Kill Bill. Like, because what's her face, Uma Thurman's character in that movie tries to be just a regular person, but she's not. She's this martial arts whiz. So that's the point in Kill Bill.
If that's the point in Kill Bill, that like he's Superman trying to be Clark Kent, I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree.
That's the basic point I've always wanted to say about the end of Kill Bill there.
All right, you got it out now.
Okay. Yeah, I got it out. I used this movie that I liked a lot.
You feel better about that?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess like when I went into it, I'm only gonna compare it to the Batman movie.
What, Justice League Doom, you mean?
No,
or
Year
Batman Year One.
Year One.
Yeah,
I like that a lot better than this movie.
Did you know? Maybe you just like Batman better.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it does.
No. Well, but I mean, I feel like you're a much more action-oriented person, right?
No.
Generally, movies.
No. What movies?
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Girl with Dragon Tattoo this week.
Yeah.
I watched that on Friday.
There's some action in there. What'd you think of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
I liked it.
Did you?
I liked it a lot.
A lot, really?
Yeah, I thought it was a great movie.
I thought it was good. It wasn't amazing.
What didn't you like about it?
I felt it was overlong.
Yes, I agree with that. It is very long.
Yeah, but it's paced pretty well.
It could be paced a little bit better. Because there was that one point I stopped it in the middle to let Kristen in, and I'm like,
you can't stop a movie in the middle.
What?
I forbid it from happening.
I had to go get the door, and like. So I was only for like 5 minutes. I stopped.
Was she there when the rape scene happened?
No, that happens pretty early on. It's like 20 minutes in when that happens.
That's pretty brutal.
Everyone said it's like the most brutal rape scene. Yeah. So I had this set in my mind, and it didn't meet my expectations
of what a brutal rape scene was.
Right.
Oh well.
I don't know what I had. What's a
brutal rape scene?
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it didn't meet my expectations. What she did to the guy afterwards. That was crazy. Worse. Yes, that was way worse.
I don't think that was worse.
How do you not think that's worse?
He's a rapist, man.
Yeah, he deserved it. He deserved it. Don't get me wrong, but that was way more out there than just her rape scene.
No, all she does is just emasculate him. It's no harm. Was it a blowtorch she used too? Didn't she?
No, she tattooed across his chest.
Oh yeah, but
then she kicked a dildo up his butt.
Yeah, but I thought she also cut off his penis.
No, didn't happen.
Are you sure?
She threatened it.
Oh yeah, the next time. Oh yeah, if she ever sees him do something to anyone or like watch porn and masturbate to it or whatever.
And the scene where she ends up meeting up with him again in the elevator was fantastic.
Oh yeah, when he was just like scared out of his mind.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Brad saw it last week. I started watching. Yeah, I started watching it, and like I ended up every time I watched it was at like 12 o'clock, so I kept falling asleep.
That's the worst time to try and watch a movie.
I know, especially a movie like that.
Yeah, because that's very slow and methodically
Right.
paced.
And so I never ended up watching it. So I was going to not go back to it. And Brad ended up watching. He's like, you should see it. And I'm like, all right. So I re-rented it this weekend. And so I did go through the whole thing. And I mean, he was right. But he goes, like, at the end of the movie, he's like, you're going to fall in love with this girl. I'm like, I don't know. And,
Is it the motorcycle?
and no, like in like a sexual, like attractive way. I'm like, I'm still not attracted to her.
I don't know what at the end of the movie would make you attracted to her.
I don't know. Just because he's like, she's such a badass. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
She is awesome,
She is a badass, but it just doesn't make me like want her though.
I thought she was already good looking before that, especially in The Social Network.
Who's she in the social?
She's the one who dumps Mark Zuckerberg at the beginning of The Social Network. That's her. What's her name? I don't know. She's an actress. Whatever. I forget her name.
She's an actress.
I forget.
Did you?
Her name. She was good in this movie though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was awesome.
Yeah, she acted really well in it.
I thought Daniel Craig was good too.
Yeah, a lot of people say he's too wooden and like seems like he doesn't care in that movie, but I think that's no. To me, he displays what the character is. He's just like interested in this mystery, but the mystery in itself is not that interesting. That it
would have been cool.
Stellan Skarsgård is a weirdo.
Like, what was that guy's name?
The actor?
No,
the
guy.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they showed him like actually like take someone in that room.
You are nuts, man. That's disturbing.
Why
do you want to see that?
I don't know, but it would have.
It's totally creeped out. That movie is some of the most vile, grossest.
It would have gave away like the twist there, but
it wasn't really a twist though.
You don't think so?
Yeah, like as soon as he goes in there, you kind of know it's him.
Maybe not.
Like the first time you see him, there's no one else that it could be besides like him.
Oh, so you knew earlier on?
Yeah, pretty early. You could tell like pretty much the moment. I forget. That movie's long. There's a lot in that.
What part did you know it was him? It wasn't like
when that dead cat showed up on his doorstep.
How does that prove that it's him though?
Around that, because he was like the only one left on the island besides the girl who was still there. And then like when he gets shot, he ends up running like near in that direction of
but like
house. And also he's the only one like acting all like nice to him and like acting.
Well, the guy that hired him was acting nice to him.
No, but he seemed more interested in what happened, and it didn't seem like he would hire him unless he wanted to find out what happened to her.
Did you know it was the girl in what city was she in? New York? Was it New York? Was she back in? Oh, England. She was in England.
What did I know?
That she was the missing one, or supposedly murdered.
When they met, yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Who else would it be?
What, didn't you think she was actually dead?
Yeah, I did think she was actually dead. And then when they show up, it's like, oh, she's alive.
Yeah, but so you never thought the one in England was her?
Was who?
You know, the blonde chick, the girl.
Yeah.
The whole thing, he's like researching to find out.
Yeah.
The one that, thinks everyone that thinks she got murdered.
Yeah.
She ended up being in I think it was England.
Yeah.
Did you know that was actually her?
As soon as I saw her, yeah.
Like the first time they met when he did the first interview? You just assumed it was her.
Oh, when they did the first interview. What do you mean the first interview?
He interviewed her for like the biography because she's like somehow related to the family.
Oh no, I didn't know that at that time. No.
Oh, all right. That was my question.
No, but at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, she's alive.
Yeah. All right. What would you give? What would you give the movie on the scale?
Out of 7, 5.
I'll give you 6.
Maybe 4.5 actually.
Really, that low?
Yeah. It doesn't break new ground. I need to see the original too. But
this is a remake?
Yeah, it's a Swedish movie. But I mean, it's definitely not my favorite Fincher movie. It's on par with I don't know, 7 might be better, but
7.
Yeah,
I think
Zodiac too. I like those a lot better. And Social Network's one of my favorite. I forget what I gave the Social Network on this. Did we review it on this?
I think you guys did. I
Yeah.
didn't. I ended up seeing it, but I didn't pay attention.
What do you think of The Social Network?
I can't give it
You
a
don't
judge.
remember?
When I saw it, I was doing other things.
Oh, I think I gave it a 7, maybe, when I saw Social Network.
I know you did give it. You typically give high reviews.
I don't give high reviews. I just don't see crappy movies. What I give Snow White and the Huntsman? I forget. 4.5, 5.
Something like that. There's
5.
There's more one of your lowest ones.
Yeah, that's because that movie wasn't very good.
What would you give Superman versus the Elite?
Superman versus the Elite gets a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's one of the best deconstructions of Superman that we've seen in a while.
I'll probably give it a 4.
You suck. You fell asleep, so don't
No,
discount his review.
No, don't discount it, because it was just moments I fell asleep. It was not for a half hour of the movie.
All right, what I want you to watch next, though, is All-Star Superman, the animated
All-Star?
one. Yep.
Do you have it?
Yep.
All right.
I have all the DC animated movies.
All right, let me...
So we'll watch that one.
We'll watch it.
And if you hate that one, I'm just going to never let you watch one of these movies again.
Well, I like the Batman one.
Yeah, well, they're doing Batman The Dark Knight Returns animated. They're doing it in 2 parts. So that's what's next after this. So the Attic Podcast will review that one later
They
on.
pop them out pretty quick then.
Yeah, every 6 months pretty much, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. They've done, this is the 14th one, I think.
I just can't believe you, the anime influence, I guess, on it, I didn't particularly care for.
Oh. Well, they did have one crazy Asian magician who was drunk all the time.
Yeah.
And was calling up the spirits. He was pretty awesome.
You liked him?
Yeah, he was hilarious. And I also like the main bad guy, Manchester Black.
Yeah, I liked him. He was cool. I liked him a lot.
I like Union Jack shirts. They're cool.
Yeah.
Especially on bad guys.
Especially on bad guys.
All right. But, yep, so this was a Dan cast, though, right?
A Dan cast.
So anything else you gotta... that you saw besides Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
No.
I would take that as a no.
No.
But next week I'm gonna see Brave. You didn't see Prometheus yet either?
No. Didn't get
Are you
back to
gonna
it.
see that or?
I might try.
That's a no, ladies and gentlemen.
I got a crazy week this week here, so.
Oh. Well, would you care to share or?
Do you want to know?
No, not really. Do the listeners want to know? Listeners, do you want to know? Yeah, we do. We do.
I do have Monday and half of Tuesday off from work, but I'm busy doing cleanup projects and stuff at Kristen's house.
So you took time off to clean your girlfriend's house?
Not so much. I cut down 4 trees this morning at her house.
Why is all this renovating work being done?
She has this week off, so.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing that on Monday and Tuesday, and so.
Is that why you're looking at log splitters?
No, my dad just had a sweet fucking log splitter. Because that's how
ladies and gentlemen, is why he likes the technology you have of Korra.
Yeah, dude, it's the same technology as Core. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'll put a video of it on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
look for that.
And so I don't have to work Wednesday and Thursday at Stop and Shop.
That sounds like not fun.
No, so it's gonna be a crazy week.
All right, so crazy weekend for Dan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see Brave next weekend. Are you excited to see Brave?
When are you going?
I don't care.
You gonna go on Friday?
Sometime during the week, and probably not Friday. No.
Is it out? When's it out? This Friday coming up?
Yeah, this Friday. Movie's coming out on Fridays, people. Except for Spider-Man's gonna come out Tuesday.
I know movies
4th.
come out on Friday. I didn't know if it came out this weekend.
Oh yeah, this weekend coming up. Brave from Pixar Animation Studios.
Well, let me know when you go, because I would like to see that, because it looks funny.
Don't get me started on the funny. The movie, I was excited when it was first announced, and slowly it's dropping.
Why? What don't you... Out of the trailers, what don't you like?
It looks too dreams-worky, and it's too much comedy. That's not what I go to Pixar for. I go to Pixar movies to cry.
That's why?
Yeah.
Did you cry it up?
Oh, yeah. Up, man. Up. People always cry it up. Wall-E, that was sad. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3.
I didn't see Up.
Monsters Incorporated. Finding Nemo. The Incredibles, you don't really cry. Incredibles is just awesome.
I didn't see Up or Wall-E.
You don't watch good movies.
No, I
You
do.
watch good animated movies.
Sometimes. I saw all Toy Story 1 and 2.
You haven't seen 3?
No.
Well, I got the Blu-ray. I'm bringing it over sometime.
I saw The Incredibles.
What do you think of that?
I liked it.
Well, Attic Podcast scale.
I'll give it a 5. This is because
I'm giving it a 7.
You give us.
Yeah.
You give too many 7s.
Dude, The Incredibles is one of the greatest movies ever
What do you
made
give
in the
Toy
past 10
Story? Like
years.
1 and 2.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
7s. All 3 Toy Stories 7s.
Oh, see, too many
Yeah.
7s right there.
Up is a 7.
Too many 7s.
Up is a 7. Finding Nemo is a 7.
Really?
Monsters Incorporated is a 6. Bugs Life's a 6.
I like the Bugs Life.
Cars is like a 3.
Why? What's wrong? What'd you beef with Cars?
Cars is 4 because it's a generic racing movie that's not that funny. But Cars 2 gets a 1. Cars 2 is
I
one
never
of the
saw Cars 2.
biggest crap load things I've ever seen. It's
I don't know. See, like
Sucker Punch. That movie's like a 0.
I mean, I give Toy Story 1 a probably like a 5, and a 6.5.
Dude, movie. That movie's a 7, man. That is a classic.
And then like 2, I would give it just slightly less. Is your phone going off? Is it Charlie?
No, it's my dad.
Oh,
all right.
He's like, where are you for dinner?
So that will take us to the end of the Ag Podcast episode.
All right. That's a great ringtone. Put it up to the mic.
It's also vibrating.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week for episode 52 of the Ag Podcast.
You guys can contact us on Facebook. Check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/addictpodcast. Our Twitter account. Rate us on iTunes. All right. Thank you. Good night.